Hey everyone, it's Sherry here from Joyful Roots Coaching. Lack of time is often the first obstacle we think of when it comes to moving towards our goals. We think, I would do it if I just had a little bit more time. And I totally understand. We live in a culture where we're just too busy. In fact, many of us are living just on the edge of burnout at all times. So when we think of adding just one more thing to our plate, it can feel impossible. The reality is, even if it doesn't always feel like it, we are in control of our time. So I want to share with you today 4 time management tips to help you if you also feel like you just don't have enough time to pursue your goals. The first tip is that you have to understand time math. If you were to take 15 minutes a day and dedicate it to your goal consistently every day, that would add up to 91 hours of time each year. 91 hours a year is the equivalent of taking 2 full weeks off of a full-time job. If you can find 30 minutes a day, not just 15 minutes, but 30 minutes every single day to work on your goal, that's the equivalent of taking 1 month off from a full-time job. Spending 60 minutes a day is the equivalent of having 9 weeks off from work. So ask yourself, what could you accomplish if you had 2 weeks to 9 weeks off from work? And the great thing is that you don't need to give up your salary or use your precious vacation time to do this. You can actually start right now. But first, you have to find that 15, 30, or 60 minutes out of your already busy day. So this leads me to tip number 2, which is identifying or understanding what you're spending your time on during your day. You want to look at all of the tasks that you do on a regular basis and see if there's anywhere where you can just spend a little less time. Maybe you can give up something completely, but if not, don't worry. Just ask yourself, is this something I can spend a little less time doing? Maybe it's the time you spend on housework. Maybe it's the time you spend watching TV or watching social media. Is there any area that you can ask for some help with? Maybe ask your kids, your spouse, your neighbors, that you could just free up a little bit of extra time. Now, for this step, it's really important to identify what tasks are adding value to your life and what tasks are not adding value to your life. You don't have to take out the things that are adding value to your life. So, for example, I rarely ever cut back on my sleep because sleep to me equals sanity. When it comes to something like watching TV, I enjoy watching TV. I never want to cut that out completely because it does give me some value to my life, but I want to have boundaries around that because a little bit is good. Too much is a bit of a waste of my time. The third time management tip is that once you've found those extra few minutes, whether it's 15, 30, 60, 90, if at all possible, get it in early in the day. If you leave it to the end of the day to squeeze in, all of the other commitments and responsibilities of your life may leave you feeling too tired to actually do it. When you make that time early in your day to put your priorities in first, it feels really good. Even if it's just 15 minutes a day, you'll feel a sense of satisfaction and accomplishment because you know that you're moving in the right direction. And the fourth tip I want you to consider is that if you're doing all the other 3 steps and you really can't find that extra 15 minutes a day to work on your dream or work on your goal, you may want to consider that you actually just don't want it that bad. Now, there is no judgment in this, but if you're finding yourself feeling resistance or pushing back or making excuses for why you can't find that 15 minutes a day, just ask yourself, do I really want it bad enough? If the answer is no, it's okay. Give yourself permission to move on. But if you truly do want it, that 15 minutes a day, even though it sounds so minuscule, will get you there eventually. I want you to remember that the only guarantee we get in this life is that none of us make it out alive. So while we're here, let's make the most of every moment and really make it count. Thank you so much for watching today. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.